Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here then hello, welcome. So for today's video we have done this full face of makeup, testing out some of my new products that I got from my Superdrug haul. Some are new, like first impressions, but the others I've used once before, so we're still getting to know them, so they're all relatively new on my face. We created this look. I'm actually really pleased with how this look come out. Before we do get into it and you see like all my products in detail, please make sure you like this video, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and yeah, if you want to see in depth what I thought of these products, then please keep on watching. Right, let's just get straight on into it. So I've already prepped my eyes because nothing new to see here, just P. Louise base as always. Today we're going to be using the Barry M Nude and Neutral Rich eyeshadow palette. You would have seen this from my Superdrug haul. Oh my god, when I can get into it. It looks like this, which I'm loving these colours. I think, like it says, they're very neutral colours, very good like everyday colours, but you can also sort of like dress it up. Like these at the bottom, I feel everyday vibes definitely, but then you can also dress it up, and these pigments look insane. Well, shimmers, whatever you want to call them, they do look really good, so I'm excited to test this out. I was going to do it all matte, but I don't think I am anymore. I think I'm going to go with these shimmers. I've got to try them out. Actually, before we do get into it, I'm going to swatch a couple of these shades just because the pigment. Wow, let's try this Queen. Look at that. Oh my god, because I don't think I'm going to use that one today, but look at that. It's like a weird sort of texture. It's like quite, it looks like it's going to be quite chunky, and it feels chunky, but then it's very creamy as well, if that makes any sense. It feels like in between like a Huda Beauty glitter, because they are literally chunky glitters, but then it's definitely more creamier than that. I don't know what to use. I feel like I'm feeling like that vibe. The Dusk, which is like a nice burgundy shade. So on my Peaches PC10 brush, it's got 9 shades. 4 are shimmers, like glitters, and then the rest are all matte. So I'm just gonna work this colour into my crease. As you are aware, I am loving Barry M at the minute. I don't know why. I mean, it's obviously always been quite a good brand, but lately I just feel like I'm finding a lot of good stuff in there. Definitely pigment there. I wouldn't say it's as intense as some other shadows I have used, but it just means that you just gotta like build it up. It's not going patchy, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I love that colour. It's like reddy, purpley, like it's definitely like burgundy, but it's a beautiful shade. I'm then going to take Stripped, which is this lovely brown shade. So again, this is the lightest shade in the palette. It's probably like a really nice transition shade, so that is why I'm just gonna run this along the edges of where I've put that first shade down, just to buff this into the skin. I love using a transition shade like that because I feel like then it really blends into your makeup on your base, like nice and seamlessly, because it's quite similar to like a bronzery shade, which you know I love a bronzer on the eye. Blend really nicely together, really easy to blend. Obviously we're just going back and forth with these 2 shades now until we are happy with our blend. I'm just currently making this a little bit darker because you always lose that shade once you blend it out, so you want to like reinforce it, and then I'll go back and I will go over the edges really softly. That blended so lovely. Just want to really deepen this up a little bit. I'm gonna take Stormy, which is like the purple in the palette. Quite a bit of fallout, but again, I've always said that fallout's not really a big deal for me. And I'm just focusing this right in the corner, like to just deepen it a tiny bit. Just because then as well, when I put that pigment down, there'll be a lot of depth to the eye look, and I'm just obviously then blending it out with that first brush, just constantly repeating the process. Oh, what shimmer do I want to use? I think I'm gonna go in with the middle one, straight bang in the middle, Myth, which is like, the reason I've gone for it is because it's like the in-between of purple and pink. which I feel like with this eye it's going to go really well. So I'm just taking this big flat shader brush and I'm going to pick up this Myth shade, press this on. Wow, perfect amount of like shimmer for me. I've really just like not like used proper pigments in ages. I just feel like they're a bit too intense. Like I love just like a nice shimmer, but obviously you want the shimmer to still be enough. It's still got to look nice and glittery, but yeah, pigments, like loose pigments, I just find that they're too intense, and I've sort of swayed off that look for the time being. I'm just going to go back in with that dark purple and just place it where we placed it before, just to blend it. Yeah, I feel like if you've got good shimmers as well, it should be enough, unless you really do like a proper glittery eye. This colour really brings out the blue in my eyes. I feel like I love a red burgundy eye on blue eyes. I mean, that was simple to use. So that is just the eye. It's very like, what's the word I'm looking for, like Midnight Dreams sort of vibe. You know what I mean? Like I feel a bit like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I know what I mean. I don't know, like witchy vibes, but in a good way. Like I just love these colours together. And as for that palette, as you see, like there was no problems whatsoever. Them shimmers are so good. I can't wait to use the top one that I swatched, because that was insane, like for a more orangey eye as well, which I'm really liking at the minute. Just doing like one colour on the lid. So like say if I went in with Strip, this brown, but just with Queen as well over it, that I'm all for soft glam at the minute. And it might be a bit boring for some people because I haven't really been like creative doing all these crazy looks, but I feel like at the moment soft easy glams are just like what I need in my life. For as well, literally like, can't remember what it was now, but £6 I think around. You literally cannot go wrong. They've blended so nice, no problems whatsoever. I'm gonna use this mascara before I put on my lashes. Filthy, because I have been using it. It's the 5D lash mascara, and I used this in my last video, but I've still been using it. I'm obsessed with it. Like it is really good. Proper gives you like long full lashes. I am sticking lashes on today, but obviously it's not a first impression, but it's new, and like look at my lashes. It is so good. I love it. But yeah, that is the eye. I would really recommend this, especially like sometimes I've always said this for beginners. If you're not wanting to spend a lot of money on a palette because you're starting out, having smaller palettes is actually a bit less daunting because you sort of know where you've got to go with this palette. Like there's only a few colorways that you can go. Sometimes looking at a big palette, it's a bit overwhelming. You don't know what colors to match together, but with this palette it's very, very easy to. And like I said, these shimmers, they're so good. If you want to start off easy and not make your life too hard by adding all pigments, making it a bit more tricky of an eye look, just having good shimmers is what you need, and these are good shimmers. So yeah, I would really recommend it. It's not like wow amazing, it's like pretty basic. Like I've definitely probably got palettes like this and better palettes that I would more reach for, but for drugstore you literally can't go wrong. There is no problem with it, do you know what I mean? I'm just saying like, there is probably better out there, but they're probably twice the amount, so I'm impressed with this. I'm gonna go to the other eye and then I will be back. I'll have lashes on, we've got no new lashes, and then we'll move on to this face. We've had a little guest join us, so just done the other eye and my lashes are now on. These are Prima lashes in Adore. They are one of my faves. Yeah, I mean the other eye was exactly the same. Very easy, nice and blended, very nice. So I've actually not done any of my skin today. Well, I've like obviously got clean skin. I have just sat and picked my skin, which shouldn't have done, but you know. But I'm gonna moisturize. I've been loving this Weleda Skin Food. You would have seen from like my vlogs and that I've been using this. It's so thick and it is really like intense, like as you can see, but it leaves your skin literally glowing. Just look, it's literally like shiny. On days where I don't put makeup on, like I put this moisturizer on and I feel just like so nice. I don't know why, it's just so like makes you look glowy, makes you look fresh, and it's oh, if you're gonna be in it you gotta be quiet. It's obviously really intense moisture, but it's unreal. Like, I've got dry skin, and honestly, like, look. So like under makeup as well, it's just beautiful. It's tacky, so your makeup sits on it. It's just so good. Like, look at that. We've also got a couple of primers to use today. I mean, I want to put them all on my face, but then I feel like that's just silly because we won't get the effect. I'm more swaying to this one because, as I said in my haul, this was £15, so it's the NYX Marshmallow Primer, and I'm not really a big primer sort of person. If anything, I like a pore filling primer just to concentrate on like where your pores are. Oh, okay, see, it looks like a glowy one. It don't look like a pore filling one. Oh my god, that smell. It smells like Love Hearts, you know, the sweets. Wow, okay. I mean, I don't really get primers. Like, I don't really know the hype of them, because like, to me, this is just like extra moisture on my skin, because it's not like filled my pores. I mean, I'm looking shiny and dewy, you can't deny it, and my skin feels very moistured, but like, I'm not filled. So actually, I picked up the ELF one, but this is obviously very similar to the Toucher and the Revolution Blurring Balm, so I am just gonna put this one on as well, but just like I said, where my pores are, I'm just like pressing that into the skin. It don't feel as thick as the Revolution Blurring Balm, and obviously like I feel like a pore filling one has to be thick to like fill in these pores. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like I wouldn't say it's as good as my Revolution one. Feels very, again, like quite moisturising rather than pore filling, so now I'm even more shiny. The texture in the balm, it's like it is a balm. It's hard, like you've got to like proper get at it to get it out and on, and that's good because I feel like that is pore filling. But that one, it's very loose. I can still see my pores. I'll see obviously once I put my foundation on top, but I just feel very moisturised. But I suppose that's a good thing because like I always say, I've got dry skin, so a bit of moisture ain't gonna hurt nobody. For foundation, we are going in again with Barium, I promise. I'm just loving Barium at the minute. It's not sponsored by Barium, I wish, but I've obviously picked up their Fresh Face blush ages ago, and then when I went for my second Superdrug haul, I picked up their Fresh Face foundation. I believe obviously it's their Fresh Face range, so this is definitely more of like a lightweight foundation. I thought it was like a tinted moisturiser at first, but it's a foundation, so I'll be interested to see what it's like. Oh, it's a nightmare to get into it with these nails. I picked up number 7, so hopefully it's the right shade. Also, I've been loving this foundation brush I picked up, but it is so nice and it makes your skin look really nice. It applies your makeup and you get that like airbrushed look. Shade match is perfect, can I just add. I'm just patting this into the skin. I can already see it's more lightweight. I mean, I'm probably adding even more coverage to it from the way I'm applying it, because I'm using more of like a dense brush and I'm like patting it into the skin, not doing like brush movements. Obviously this is gonna make more coverage, but it is still very lightweight, but it looks nice, I can't lie. I think because I've got so much moisture on my skin at the minute, it's like blending in quite well and giving a nice finish. I am going to go in with a little bit more just to sort of see if it builds nicely. Just do my neck as well, bring it down a bit. I feel like this would be really nice in the summer, and obviously that's probably why they have come out of it now, because it's definitely more of like a fresh face, like summer foundation, because it does feel very lightweight. I mean, I'm actually really liking it. It's lightweight, but I'm enjoying it. Normally I would be like, more coverage please, but it's still got rid of any like of my blemishes. Unless you look really up close, then I feel like obviously you're going to be able to see them. I mean, this little situation here, I did just pick, so that's probably why that doesn't look its best. Not a good idea to do that as you're filming, but you know. But even still, it's just like blurred them and made them look really nice. But I definitely, if you like a bit more of a coverage, definitely go in with like a more dense brush and like pat it onto the skin, because I feel like you're going to add a bit more coverage by doing so. If you like buff it into the skin, you're going to get definitely more of a lightweight finish. But I like that. My pores don't look bad either. I think I'm definitely still a Revolution girl with my blurring balm, but they still look smaller and more minimised. That colour match though is actually perfect, and I think that really helps with the fresh face dewiness. I always think when you want that sort of look where it looks fresh face, your match has to be perfect. I don't know, I just feel that way. For concealer, I'm gonna go back in with this Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I was unsure of it the first time I used it, so I wanna try it again. You know me, I hate writing a product off straight away. I wanna try it again, make sure I'm 100% not liking it. I'm not gonna go in with as much concealer as I normally would, just because we're doing a fresh flat. I've not been able to speak all day. Everything I've tried to say has not come out properly, but yeah, because we're doing more of like a fresh face sort of look, I want to keep it quite minimal, and we're gonna buff it out. Initially it's a nice concealer, like I liked it when I first used it, and then it was after it sat for a little bit longer, it like started to go a little bit dry. The powder did save it, so it weren't the end of the world, but I do just want to try it again. And as well, it was more lightweight, and I feel like the foundation I used before wasn't lightweight, so it didn't really go with that look. This is more of a lightweight look, so it'll go better, do you know what I mean? But remember, it dried down quickly, which I have just slowly remembered. So you need to work quickly with it. I'm gonna go over with my blender. Yeah, like I think it definitely suits this foundation more than what I've done before there weren't enough coverage. It just dries down so quickly. You've got to really quickly work with it. Yeah, I mean, I probably was right with the first time. It's nice, it dries down quick, it's definitely more lightweight. It's still, considering we know how much skin prep I just done and my skin was literally shining, like it was not dry one bit, it still looks a bit dry and cakey. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, we can work with it, do you know what I mean? But it's definitely not a favourite of mine. It's definitely more drying, and I just don't need that sort of vibe in my life, you know? I'm already dry enough. Don't have anything for cream contour, so I'm gonna skip ahead, do that step, and then I will be back. Cream contour's done. I went in with Barry M All Night Long, keep it in the family, you know. But I actually done like quite a lighter contour today, just because I feel like fresh face, you know, I don't want to now go like heavy contour. I'm now gonna try out, which it's been a long time coming, I literally don't know why I haven't picked this up yet, the Fresh Face Cheek and Lip Tint. This is the shade Peach Glow. So, oh my god, that is such a beautiful colour. Wait, let me put a bit on my hand. Look at that, love that. See what it looks like on the face. Stunning. Oh, that is such a lovely colour, like a really light peach, but I love it. Wow. Again, I think they've done really well in like getting that fresh face look. That foundation with just this blush would look insane, like if you're just having like a no makeup. This is a borderline foundation. It's very much a tinted moisturiser. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's got a bit more coverage than a tinted moisturiser, but do you know what I mean? It's on the borderline of being a tinted moisturiser. So like if you was going for like a no makeup look, just that blush with that foundation, mwah, I love this blush. Why have I waited so long? I've got another favourite cream blush. Honestly, I just I have too many. So for powder, I feel like I'm gonna do Ip Dip Do with these, because I feel like they're gonna be the same either way, and whatever one I don't use, I will just use and let you know. So Ip Dip Do, the cat's got the blue, the dog's got the chicken pox, out goes you. This one, did I say that right? I've not done Ip Dip Do in ages. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Magic Loose Powder. I'm scared. Oh my god, it looks blue through there. Let's see, shall we? Oh, it is blue. What? I'm scared and I'm confused. Ain't my eyesight going weird, is it? It's literally that colour. This is weird. I'm scared. Oh, I've just poured that everywhere. Messiest makeup artist goes to me. Please, please don't ruin my lovely fresh face that we've got going on. Yeah, I don't like this concealer though. Can you see, like, it's I know I'm not set it yet, but it's really creased like than normal. Of course, creasing is normal, but like this is more than I normally get. Let's make sure we pat that out. Right, moment of truth. Oh my god, it's blue. I'm actually really confused. Have you ever seen a blue powder? Because I haven't. It's quite fine, like the powder. It's not chunky powder. think I just inhaled some. Don't smell anything. The thing with the blue, I'm so confused by it, and I'm also paranoid of like getting flashback. I don't know why, but because it's blue, I'm just like, am I gonna get flashback from this? I don't know. But so far so good. We'll see once I wipe it away. Again, a product that I used in my last video but been loving is the Revolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer. This colour shade is beautiful, and I feel like it'll actually match this really well. And also, again, this B brush, loving. They're just so soft. I've been using them on clients as well, and like everyone was like, oh my god, this is so soft. So I feel like they are very good brushes. So I'm just, again, I'm keeping it quite light. I don't want to go too crazy on the contour today, but remember just to pat. Anyone else got Olivia Rodrigo's album just stuck in their head constantly? Because yeah, that's me. Constantly just stuck in my head. Such a good album. Honestly, stunning. These spots are not okay. I mean, I don't even think you can. Whoa, don't get too close. I am really liking the skin. I'm just hoping this powder don't ruin it for me. So for brows, I am gonna have to fill these in because they're a little bit crazy. I look like I've got a slit in my brow, and I don't know what I done when I was soaping these, but we're gonna fill them in a bit. Same as always. I don't think I'll ever really try that much brow products because I feel like brows is such an important part of your makeup, and every time I try something new it just backfires on me. So we just stick to what we know, but I will try new bits, I promise. But for now, we're sticking with what we love, which is the Morphe. To be fair, I just don't really do much with my brows. I'm just gonna fill them in a little bit. Moment of truth, let's wipe this powder away. Sorry, what? Right, my under eye looks really, really smooth. I can't lie to you, but I'm also worried at the fact that I look a little bit dry under my under eye, but it does look a little bit dry in, and I don't know whether it's the concealer or the powder, because obviously we had the problem with the concealer the other time. I know that it's quite dry and under the eye, but the powder seemed to save it. I mean, my under eye looks so smooth, like all my pores and that have gone, but I just look a little bit dry. So I don't know. I feel like my pores literally are non-existent. I'm really happy. So obviously maybe the mixture of like the powders and the primers, and then obviously that powder. I'd be interested to use it with one of my normal concealers that I use, and then try this and this one, because like I said, I feel like they're very similar, so it will be interesting. I think I'm gonna have to write off the concealer. Feel like that's where it's coming from, the dryness. Considering it's quite lightweight as well, it shouldn't be drying, it should be creamy. But I mean, my under eye looks good, like smoothness and stuff does look very nice, but I just feel a little bit dry. Also, just quick side note, this Complexion balm, oh my god, I have been loving this. I've been using it like all the time. Like, look, it's literally already gone. It is so nice. I'm just gonna put a little bit on now. I feel like it gives a little bit of a plumping effect. I don't know whether in that vegan video, because I was up early, I was swollen and my face was puffy from it being early in the morning, or it was that lip balm, because my lips looked like I'd had filler in them. Like, they were looking plump, but then my face was as well. So I don't know whether it was because I was so swollen, where I was puffy from just waking up. I was watching it back like, I look weird. But anyway, I'm just gonna do a bit of nose contour. I feel like this skin with like a really minimal eye. I mean, I'm loving this eye, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this skin is definitely more fresh looking. I feel like with a really simple eye, and like just even this balm, I feel like it looks really nice. So for blush, I've had this for ages. I got this like when I had done one of my concealer orders. So it's the Tarte Amazonia Clay 12-Hour Blush in Quirky. Yeah, I've had it ages, but I don't think I've even used it, to be fair. And I feel like this colour would have matched the cream blush really nicely. It really does. It's pretty much the same colour. Oh, beautiful. I just love blush. Like, I don't know how people don't like blush. Beautiful. I'm gonna spray my face off. See how my skin looks now I've sprayed that, because I feel like that always does bring it back to life a little bit. We'll go back in with my Revolution, I Heart Revolution highlighter for today. I have used this, but we're going to keep it to my newer products. We're not going to use Dull Beauty because I've used it several times. Not going to go too crazy with the highlighter, saying that. I then proceed to put half the tub on my face, but really, really like this foundation, the blusher. It feels really lightweight as well. Like, I feel like I've got literally no makeup on. The eyes are throwing me off, I feel like, because eyes are quite full glam, but the actual skin feels very fresh. Hence the name. Oh my god, that wasn't open. That wasn't closed. Oh my god, if I squeezed that. Let's finish off our eyes. So on my Sigma E4 toothbrush, just saying, when I was in TK Maxx the other day, they had loads of Sigma brushes in there. So get down to TK Maxx for some Sigma brushes. They are so good, but they are very expensive. I remember when I paid for like 5 brushes, it was like £60, like it was crazy. But they're in TK Maxx at the moment, so go get some. But we're just gonna run that first shade, the Dusk, along my lash line. Oh, that colour is insane though, I can't lie. Such a beautiful shade. Phone has not stopped the last couple of days. I'm not complaining, I'm very grateful for it. But, oh my god, I've just got ahead of my messages and I feel like I've now got 10,000 messages from being away from my phone for an hour. Right, and then I'm going to go in with stripped on my PC47 brush and just the tiniest bit just to soften the edges of this. Connect it. It really brings out my eyes and I'm here for it, you know. I feel like my eyes are looking blue, but like a, not like a popping blue, like more of like a grey blue, which I like. So yeah, I'm just adding some bottom lash mascara. I'm liking the lip balm. Obviously we're going to line the lips. I'm going to go in with Barry M lip liner in Toast. Barry M's literally just taken over this whole video. But this was the latest one that I picked up. I have been using it. I do really like it. Really reminds me of Sweet Tea. If you haven't seen my £50 on a budget video though, go have a look at it. Just lining eyelids. Okay, we've overlined them. Bit too much today, but fuck it. I feel like I'm just gonna blend this all and put some more balm on. This Complexion lip balm is insane, so I'm just gonna add some more on. Honey. And to finish the fresh face off, we're gonna go in with this Pixie Glow Tonic. It's not new, you know it's not new, but we're gonna anyway. And that is the finished look. I'm actually quite impressed with everything in today's video. Like I said, I think the only thing that we're cutting, because I've now tried it twice, let's actually have a little inspection. It's got to be the concealer. The concealer has got to go because the places that are looking dry look dry before I put the powder on. I love this foundation. Love it. It is really, really beautiful. It's definitely more lightweight and you can obviously still see like some of my spots and my blemishes, but my skin looks good. It's 100% yes. Is definitely going to be like an everyday foundation. I feel like it's covered up everything. Maybe if I was having a really bad skin day, then I wouldn't want it. But like even that spot, like it's there, but I just feel like it's covered it. The blushes, both of them. This beautiful colour, really, really beautiful. We'll definitely be using this more often. Everything was good. The things, like I say, the concealer, no. The primers, I mean, my skin looks glowy, it looks really nice, but I don't know whether that's to do with the primer. I think it would have still looked like that if I'd have just had this on. I definitely prefer my Revolution blurring balm to the e.l.f. one because I can sort of still see some pores, whereas with my blurring balm, they vanish. The palette, I like it. Like, I like my eyes. I'm happy. Wasn't any problems and it's very affordable, but obviously in my time of trying lots of different eye palettes, I've tried better. I can't lie to you. Or ones that I just go like wow at more. I just feel like, oh, okay, yeah, it was nice. I know me and I probably won't go for this as much as some of my other palettes, but the look as a whole, I am really, really pleased with. I do really like it. I feel like I want to do this skin again with a lesser eye because I feel like this is a very nice, like fresh makeup look. It would be very nice for every day with just a really soft eye, literally just a bit of bronzer in the eye. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, as a whole, I really, really do like it. Would definitely recommend most of these products. Probably just not the concealer. That's the only one I'd say, nah, save your money. Even if it's not expensive, it's not worth it. Don't get it, huns, just don't. But yeah, that is the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this was helpful and you got to see me use some of my new bits that I bought. You love the Superdrug hauls. Like, even the one that I've just put up is doing really well. Like, everyone loves them, so they're going to be a regular occurrence. Let's be real about that. But yeah, I'll definitely keep them coming because you do really like them. And also my Glam on a Budget done really well, so thank you all for that. Feeling the love lately, and I'm feeling very, very grateful for all you guys, all the people that come to me for makeup on my Instagram and stuff. Like, just feel very, very grateful. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. Before you leave, please make sure you give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe, comment down below, anything you want really. Just a lovely little comment will be nice. And yeah, turn the notification bell on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.